astrologer, you would always want to give a correct prediction. You want to thrive to be the best astrologer possible. You try to learn as many methods as possible to learn methods. So, who will make you an astrologer? Is it the prediction that you give, or the other person chooses you because of your knowledge, because of your degrees, because of your skill? No. It is God who chooses you as a medium to deliver the message to the other person. That is what is the real astrology. You never say that you predicted. God wanted to give a message to somebody, which is his karma. He chooses you as a medium. That is what is my experience, because I know my capacity, I know my knowledge, but there are some predictions which go on beyond my capacity. That means I humbly say somebody else is working behind me to make things happen for them through me. So today, in India's chart, 10th house is the ruler, the Prime Minister. If you want to see a country's Prime Minister, you want to see his style of work with respect to his public, with respect to his party subordinates, with respect to his council of ministers, with respect to his command over his team, 10th house will decide. If he's safe, suppose if he's not safe, he's vulnerable, they'll topple like Pakistan government right now. Like United Kingdom. They'll topple the government because the unit, they don't enjoy the majority of the house, so the government can topple. The government can be disturbed. So the real strength of the parliament lies in the 10th house, and 9th house you represent, 10th house you rule. So the country's safety, country's dictate, country's running the country depend, the peace of the mind depends on 10th house. So if you want to see a country's horoscope, you must see 1st house and 10th house. And he's in the 11th house right now, still in the 11th house. So from 11th house, which is Saturn's house, Aquarius, then he moves on to Pisces. So he will do whatever he does with a strict iron hand. That means he make an iron-like policy. That is what I'm looking forward, because it's still under 20 degrees to transit in Aquarius. So coming decisions from now to next 2024 end, you will see a huge change of decision making happening in the parliament, which will transmit into the public. So in 1947, it is 26 January 1950 is the date of birth, because we are bound by the Constitution of India. The 1947 date is merely an announcement that India will be divided into two countries. So with that basis, I predicted last many 150 years history I compared, and last 20 years predictions also I gave, and more or less I can watch that things are in place. And we can see some of the elections. Anybody attended 2019 lecture of mine in Aradhana, they would have seen how, some people have attended, and they've seen the results and how the results will come and how easy to predict. If I'm a sports astrologer, I advise children who are not able to study well, whose concentration is very high, who are very rigid mind, they can become excellent sports people today. Today, being a sportsman is no crime. They're fantastic careers. They make fantastic money. Like any other person, they pay tax. They're celebrities of the society. So in olden time, the moment you are an intelligent person, they say, you become a doctor, you become an engineer, you become an IAS, you become so and so. Nowadays, you can say, you can choose to be a sportsman. Your career may be short, but you still make a respectful money, respectful status in the society. So, what are the avenues, what are the opportunities for a sports astrologer? I can be coach, I can be mentor, I can advise the players, I can tell them how to. So game is not about just winning, it's about all in the mind, it's mental game. So, in this sports astrology, like everyone has a horoscope, like I talked about country's horoscope. If you're talking about sports astrology, if country to country are playing, you must take two countries' horoscope into consideration, because two countries are playing. If you want to take a T20 match, which is IPL match, you have to take two franchises horoscope, and that is the principal contenders. They are the two franchises. Each franchise has a date of birth of its own. Then how to get to the match? Now I'll explain to you how to see it, how to cast a horoscope for a sports event. I took sports as cricket is my favorite topic, but it applies to football too. Recently, when I spoke about this World Cup football match, I'll give you small tips. Every game, every sport can be seen through astrology for an astrologer. For us, an event starts with a time and end with a time. So the astrologer role is there. Because once the toss happens, the astrologer begins. 30 minutes. This takes place 3 hours, T20 match, 12 hours. But each match is there. So there's a test match also for 5 days. So this is a recent, last month I went to Dubai to guide one of the franchisees who appointed me as their mentor. I told them before, up to finals will give you guarantee, but luckily God's grace, as I told you, they choose, suppose if a sports astrologer has to come into the force, they've chosen me as the medium. So I got them as the champions without entering into the field. So as an advisor, you can sit in the box and advise them. So the Gulf Giants have won the cup last month, And on what basis I said? I'm going through astrological lens, I said. Some of the examples I'll give on what basis. You too can see from tomorrow, before IPL is going on. Don't take any position, don't take any side, but have a neutral stance as an astrologer. Keep a notepad in front of you. Write these facts in front of you and unbiased.